Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, July 16th, 2018. Thank you for joining us this morning. Let us get started. Friends of Mozilla for this week. Big thanks to tech speakers Ram and Flocky, who give talks in India and Japan over the weekend, and to Mozillians who will be presenting at OSCON in Portland this very week. Rabimba, Anyana, and MVK from our IT department, who gives our lovely minute, who potentially will be performing in the form of song. So big thanks to everyone who goes out and gives fantastic presentations and supports our mission. Thank you much. All right, upcoming events for this week. Today, Monday, there's a session called Debugging the Technical Interview. It's about how we interview and who we hire. Kate Connolly will be giving a workshop on how to improve your technical interview process. It's free with registration and can be streamed live and will be archived on Airmo. So if you're available at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, you should absolutely check it out. Otherwise, you should check it out later. So that is today, and there's more information on the wiki. Tomorrow is Rabimba's talk at OSCON, and that's going to be mixing real and virtual in WebAR, augmented mixed reality for everyone. The Wednesday talk is going to be What is WebXR? And then we also have the add-ons community meeting at 3:30 UTC. I should just say the 8:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And that is going to be in the ACE video room. If you're interested in anything with the add-ons community, that is the meeting for you. And then MVK will be presenting on Thursday at OSCON Mozilla's journey from the data center to the cloud. So you can click that link to learn a bit more, and if you are at OSCON, you can check those sessions out. And then next week, our speaker series, is it actually next week, or is it still 2 weeks away? Still 2 weeks away. All right, but coming up soon is our next entry in our speaker series, and that is authoring for mixed and augmented reality with Timoni West, and that is here in Mountain View. It will be streamed live. You can check that out, and there's a link on the wiki with lots more information. All right, I'm going to refresh the wiki to see if anyone snuck onto it, and if not, I believe our first presentation is actually a pre-recorded video version of the minute this week, so I will unshare my screen.
It's time for the Weekly Minute Update, where we tell you all the things IT is doing to support Mozilla in its mission to keep the web a global public resource open and accessible to all. I'm Andrew Krug from the InfoSec team, guest hosting. Let's kick things off with brown bag announcements. The fabled Meltdown Inspector brown bag presentation, hosted by Michal Perchinsky, has finally been rescheduled for May 18th at noon Pacific time. Come join us to learn about these two vulnerabilities and what we do at Mozilla to keep you safe. And the final announcement in this short and sweet IT Minute is that we are now live with our Firefox Enterprise Web-to-Lead integration for the Salesforce CRM. This effort was coordinated across the Mozilla Foundation and Corporation over a period of 2 weeks. Special shout-outs go to the Mozmeow team, Michelle Warther's Lifecycle Marketing team, and Porfirio Landeros on the Firefox Enterprise Marketing team.
We've potentially received the misscheduled, predated one. That was from May, but we can hopefully get another version of the Weekly Minute soon. Next, we have Lars Bergstrom giving our Emerging Technologies Weekly Update. Are you on the call, Lars?
Yes, I am.
Are you also presenting from the past?
I can channel past Lars if that would be better for you.
Let's stick with the here and now. All right, go ahead.
Well, I'm glad, because today's big announcement is that we managed to get immersive web support in Firefox Reality. So that is better known as WebVR support. This reaches basically V1 feature complete for the Firefox Reality web browser for VR and AR headsets. And we're about to enter a bug fixing phase, and we're going to be asking a lot of you to help us out with that. If you're local to Potch, next week, Nancy will be running a seminar right near the lunch area where you will have a chance to try it out on a variety of headsets, give your feedback, and get the first early access to the first version of the stickers of the new logo. So if you want the first Firefox Reality stickers, that's the place to be. Next up, Our Mozilla Research Grants completed its next quarterly review. So we had a record 115 applicants, and Joefish and the rest of the team managed to sort through them and identify 8 really great projects that we're going to move forward with. One great thing that I liked seeing was that there were also some projects that are going to affect Firefox itself, rather than just some projects that are close to our traditional ivory tower hearts. And finally, in the WebAssembly world, in a great collaboration between our developer relations and engineering teams, we managed to get in touch with some of the folks working on a new WebAssembly benchmark. Lynn from the DevRel team and Till from the engineering side managed to get a hold of the benchmark specs and work with the authors to not only make sure that Firefox was running well, but make sure that the benchmarks were a fair and accurate representation of performance in the browser. So great work to both of them, both improving the quality of benchmarks on the web and in really showing off the Firefox browser well. Awesome. And back to you, Poch.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lars. And after a brief bit of shuffling, we have today's weekly minute. So let's roll that now. I'm confident. Oh, not yet. One moment. Okay, so next we will go to Asa here in Mountain View with our Firefox update. And I will reshare my screen yet again. All right.
Thank you, Poch. Hey, everyone. Firefox 61.01 is our current stable release. 62 is in the beta channel and becomes stable on September 5th. Over the last week, there were about 50 bugs uplifted to beta. This is pretty common for mid-beta cycle. Firefox 63 is in the nightly channel and goes to stable release on October 23rd. In the last week, there have been more than 300 bug fixes, including these notable ones. Firefox will now change to dark or light mode depending on your Windows color settings. So in the Windows settings, if you go to colors and select dark mode, Firefox will automatically match that dark mode. If you go to light mode, Firefox will also match that mode. Tracking protection now has an animated indicator in the address bar. Some users were finding broken pages and not remembering that they had tracking protection enabled. The animation should bring that to mind a little bit more for people. We're discussing how long to leave the animation on, but right now it's on permanently. So you should recognize when you're hitting a page that's got tracking protection. If something is wrong with that page, you can click the little shield icon and disable tracking protection for that page. Finally, the preferences backend has been re-architected to work better with our multi-process architecture. This is a major change to preferences, probably the biggest change to preferences in 2 decades. So if you see anything wonky going on with preferences, please file a bug. That's it for this week's update. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Asa. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Weekly Minute.
It's time for the Weekly Minute Update, where we share all the things with you that IT is doing to keep the web a global public resource, open and accessible to all. MVK is at OSCON today, sharing about Mozilla's journey from the data center to the cloud. More on that next week. Let's get right into it. 2 focus groups are coming up that are held to test DataBot. DataBot is a Slack application that helps you find metrics by asking it questions. Josephine T. is facilitating in 2 time slots. The first is tomorrow, Tuesday, July 17th at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, and for our non-Pacific time colleagues, another opportunity will be Wednesday, July 25th at 7:30 a.m. PST or 4:30 p.m. GMT plus 2. Finally, the IT Brown Bag presentations are still going strong. Another Brown Bag is scheduled for July 20th for live broadcast via Air Mozilla and available on video in Pound Brown Bags. In this, Michael Van Cleek will recap the OSCON feedback from his presentation that he's doing today. That's it for the minute. Back to you, Poch.
Fantastic. Thank you, Andrew. And let's see, do we have any other presentations that have snuck onto the agenda? No. Nor do we have any new hire intros this week, I don't think. I don't see any on the agenda, certainly. And so with that, we are all finished. Cool. So a quick one this week. Thank you for joining us. Hope you have a great week, and you keep on rocking the free web. See ya.